Okay guys, hey, what's up? I'm Ryan. Let me be straight with you. Kuro just cannot stop cooking. Like, what the fuck at this point? Because 2.8 has essentially just come out. It hasn't been like, or it has been around a week, right? Not even that. And they've already put out the new drip marketing for the 3.x characters that are coming down the pipeline, and holy shit, at least from what I've glimpsed, they look absolutely awesome. And it's all but been confirmed that the next location that we are getting is going to be Lahai-Roi, which was already mentioned a few times in the story. Now, I want to really quickly go over the characters, see what they cooked up with us, maybe even try to deduce what kind of characters they are going to be like, although that's going to be a little bit difficult in this particular case. I'll explain why in a second. And yeah, let's get right to it, because holy crap am I excited. So, I've already loaded up the Twitter, and here we have the characters, but first of all, before we go over them, there is a video, and I really want to watch that video. This is the Chisa showcase, and yes, off to Lahai-Roi we go. Let's go. Just a minute long. Let's see what they have for us. Oh, come on, why is the quality so bad though? Wait a second, let me check on YouTube real quick. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Much better. Oh, that looks cool.
Sparks pierce the void and illuminate Lahai-Roi, where the seed of civilization is buried, ready to thrive. Into space we gaze, bound by our desire to return. We shall sever the chains of yesterday. We shall disperse the mists of tomorrow, raising up high the sun that will soon burn. Seek courage from the Firebringer to rekindle that torch. We are sun chasers. We are the shepherds of fire. Together, we usher in a future of light.
Damn, okay, now that's full. That's a fucking intro, holy crap. Okay, so, first of all, we are going full-on sci-fi, like full-on sci-fi. Next important part, for what I've noticed, because I don't know how important this info is, or like how credible this information is, but let us look at the Wuthering Waves wikis, because we know wikis, the information over there doesn't have always to be correct, but let's see what they have for us. So Lahai-Roi is a location in Solar 3, yes, based on Schwarzkopf's comment on the Fraxidas turning their gaze to Lahai-Roi. So essentially, even back then, we already had it confirmed where we are going next. Lahai-Roi does not have a sentinel, which is a very interesting concept in Solaris and in Wuthering Waves, because up till now we have only been dealing with sentinels, their storylines and their resonators and stuff like that. So this is going to be a very fresh take on things. The fact that we are getting such heavy sci-fi stylization in the story is also absolutely amazing in my opinion, and it really enables them to flesh out this particular aspect of the game and the lore and the story and the world, which they really haven't touched upon too much. Because like, yeah, of course, Huang Long and Jinzhou was kinda sci-fi, but it was very much interconnected with that traditional Chinese aspect and style. Then we got Rinasita, which, yes, they had modern gadgets and stuff like that, but still, the main feel of it was historical Renaissance, right? Italy, France, stuff like that. But now we are going full on like Honkai Star Rail stuff. It's going to be absolutely amazing in my opinion. So, what do we have? What else do we have here? It is a region once forgotten, covered in snow most of the year and sparsely populated. Okay, so we are going to get a snowy wasteland, which can go either way. It really depends how they manage the space in the map. If they manage to do something good with it, or if they manage to like compact it as they did Ruinian Sita, it's going to be fantastic. The main thing is, so like the main issue that I'm having with this is that there is very much space to repeat the issues that were in 2.x, because Huanglong as a whole, yes, it has some beautiful vistas. It is essentially a beautiful location, but it's really big and has really big open plains and unused space. So that's what they really need to address here, and they need to make sure that they do not repeat that. So let's go on. Startalk and Academy and other research facilities. By the way, I'm still a little bit sick, so sorry for the rasp voice. Built by the multinational Space Trek Collective, lie underneath the ice fields. It is frequently cut off from the rest of Solaris by the Void Storm, a local kind of wave-worn phenomenon. Okay, so what are we getting from this? It means that like the locations are not going to be only on the surface; they are also going to be under the surface. They are going to be ice caves. That's a really interesting aspect of it. So we can already predict that the map probably is going to have 2 levels, one underground, one overground. Maybe it's all going to be underground. We'll see. If there's a void storm, maybe we don't even get to go above ground. We'll see. Whoa, but Gabriela picked up a prototype. Yeah, okay, yeah, we know that she picked up her recorder, right, from Lahai-Roi. That was in the story. Okay, so that's it for the quick introduction for Lahai-Roi. Let's continue with the characters, which is, let's be honest, the most important part of this review. So, first of all, who we got here? Morny. Okay, I'm gonna call it as I see it. She looks like a rectifier user. And wow. Like, okay, first of all, we need to appreciate the fact that they all probably, or yeah, they do, because I've skimmed over them, they all looked like scientists. So essentially, we are getting mainly the staff of the Startalk Academy here, and she looks very awesome. Morny looks interesting as hell. Like, her translucent legs are what capture me the most, so that's very cool. Now, what else do we have here? Because I'm not the best one to talk about characters, and I'm really not the best one to pinpoint all the details. I just tell it as I see it. Yeah, so it's not going to be a really much of a deep dive into the characters. Anyways, here's the next one, Lucilla. Now we have our obligatory waifu, and damn dog, they went all out with the cleavage yet again. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. She seems like a very nice, elegant lady, and she's giving a little bit of like Lisa vibes, if you know what I mean, from Genshin. Anyways, yeah, like, why do all of the characters seem like a resonator user, or why does she also seem like a resonator user? Like, holy shit. Okay, fine. Moving forward, Sigrika. She also looks like a resonator user. Like, from all of these that I look at, I don't really know what to expect from them, but she's probably going to be a fire character, right? She's going to be a fusion character probably because she has the red hair. Although that can be just like rage bait a little bit, or they can be gaslighting us a little bit with that. They have been known to do that. Other than that, like I think that Morny is going to be Glacio, and we should get a Glacio character at least to like follow suit, because Carlotta was also a Glacio character, and since Carlotta, it's been almost a year since we've gotten Glacio units, so it's high time. She, like, let me be honest, she seems like an Electro character, and that's perfectly okay because the Electro roster really needs pumping up a little bit, in my opinion. Although not as much as the Glacio one does. Here we have, what the fuck? Luke Herson. Okay, he seems like an arrow user, and wow, like, okay. That's a papa right there, holy shit, that's a husbando if I've ever seen one, damn. Also, like, I've noticed he's the second character that has red eyes. I'm interested in if that has anything to do with anything. And last but definitely not least, and probably the most beautiful character in my opinion, Linnae. And like, damn girl, look at those legs, them be thick, boy. And also, what does she hold in her hand? Like, that's what I'm interested in. What is that? Is that like some sort of needle? Or am I just seeing things? Oh no, okay, she just has like, she just holds the strap of her, overcoat, and that's just the bling bling of the earpiece or of the earring. Other than that, she's definitely going to be a Glacio character just because of the cube right here. So yeah, characters look absolutely awesome. I am very, very, very excited for the sci-fi direction that they have decided to go towards. And I think that the fact that there is not going to be a resonator, or not resonator, a sentinel involved in the story, it's actually very healthy for the story, and they can explore a much more like human aspect of the story, if you know what I mean. And mainly, like, obviously it's going to be very intellectual, it's going to be very sci-fi, so we are in for a treat, guys. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for listening. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. I'd be glad to see you there, and have a blessed day. Peace.